Yo, what's going on, guys? Parker here, and I'm back with another video. And today I got my top 4 PrizePicks NFL plays for the week. It's NFL Week 2, guys, and I got the plays here. We're posting this on Saturday, so you guys have time to watch this video. You have time to see the plays and get these plays in before the bumps, because bumps will definitely happen early tomorrow morning. But before we get into this video, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel down below if you are new. And give this video a big thumbs up, as it really helps me out a ton and helps push my content out to more and more people. So I really would appreciate that greatly, guys. And then lastly, go ahead and join my SoBet community today with the link in my link tree. The link tree is the top link in the description, and then the SoBet community will be the top link in the link tree. To join my SoBet community, you're going to have full access to all my plays, all my write-ups, all my slips, literally everything I ever post. You're also going to get 40 plus other content creators, everything they ever post. And you can follow who you want to follow. So you have a For You page like it's TikTok or something, or it'd be more like a following page where you're only going to see stuff from the people you follow. So make sure to sign up for SoBet today. And I really would appreciate it, guys. It helps me out a ton. And without further ado, let's get right into today's plays. So first off, I got Kenneth Walker over 60.5 rush yards versus the Lions. He's over this line in 5 straight games. The Seahawks ran for 235 yards versus the Lions in the game last season. Walker didn't go that crazy because he was the backup at the time. Pretty evenly matched teams. Games will be close throughout. And the Seahawks should run the ball throughout the game. They should consistently run the ball because I think the game will be close. It's not like the Lions are going to be blowing them out or anything, and the Seahawks are going to have to pass the ball. I think they're going to run the ball throughout. It's going to be a close game throughout, and I think it's going to be a really good game throughout. Also, the Lions allowed the 4th most rush yards per game last season. Their defense has improved, but not that drastically. This line is way too low. Yes, the Lions' defense has improved a good bit. I don't think they've improved that much. This line is just like way too low. If you saw Kenneth Walker's game logs from last season, this guy was getting 100 yards in majority of the games down the stretch of the season. Going up against a not great Lions defense. They're not horrible, but they're nothing special. Sorry, like I've been sick, like I said. But I think Walker has a really good game today. I think he gets the job done. So Kenneth Walker over 60.5 rush yards versus the Lions is my first play of the day. Next up, I got OBJ over 35.5 receiving yards versus the Bengals. He's over this line in 4 career games versus the Bengals, 5 if you count the Super Bowl. So he's never missed this line in his career versus the Bengals. The weakness of the Bengals defense is their secondary. Their secondary is not great. I am a Bengals fan, and our secondary is not great. High chance Bengals get out to a lead early coming off a bad game. I truly do expect Joe Burrow and company to get out going early because they looked absolutely so bad in week 1 that I just expect a touchdown on the board in the first quarter for sure. So that's going to lead to the Ravens throwing the ball more. And then the Ravens have 30-plus pass attempts in 3 of the last 4 games versus the Bengals. So there's lots of opportunity for OBJ. The Ravens have aired the ball out consistently versus the Bengals because the Ravens struggle to stop the Bengals offense. So the game's going to be a little more high scoring if the Ravens want to keep up. And OBJ at 35.5 is just disrespectful because, yes, Zay Flowers did cut up in the first game, but I do think OBJ he's arguably the number 1 receiver on the depth chart, probably is the number 1 receiver. And Lamar all week has said he needs to target OBJ more. So I think Lamar really does do that today. I think he targets OBJ more, and I think OBJ has a really good game. So OBJ over 35.5 receiving yards versus the Bengals is my second play of the day. Next up, I got Saquan Barkley over 16.5 rush attempts versus the Cardinals. Now, this is self-explanatory. I'll describe it real simple. Make it real easy for you. The Cardinals are the worst team in the NFL, or the second worst team in the NFL. Saquon is a top 3 running back. The Giants are a good team. I know what happened to the Cowboys. They're going to be extra motivated to put a whooping on the Cardinals. They're going to have a lead throughout this game, most of the game, and they're going to hand the ball off to Saquon a shit ton. If you look at Saquon's numbers and wins last year, he pretty much covered this line literally every single start. He's going to get the win tomorrow. And I just think this is just disrespectful and way too low. So Saquon over 16.5 rush attempts versus the Cardinals is my third play of the day. Next up for my fourth and final play, I got Matthew Stafford over 225.5 passing yards versus the 49ers. He's over this line with ease with 333 passing yards in the first game of the season. The 49ers are the better team. They will likely have the lead most of the game, which will lead to more pass attempts from Stafford than he usually has. The 49ers have arguably the best run defense in the NFL. It should force Stafford and the Rams to air the ball out. Niners run defense is amazing. Niners pass defense is not that crazy because they have the lead a lot in games, and that's going to lead to a lot of yards given up from quarterbacks. And I think this is a prime example of it. I think Stafford's going to have a really high yardage outing. I think he's going to have a good game on the stat sheet. And I think Matthew Stafford over 225.5 pass yards is basically free tomorrow. So, yeah, those were my top 4. Sorry, guys. NFL PrizePicks plays for the day. If you did enjoy this video and you want to see more from me, go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below and give this video a big thumbs up as it really helps me out a ton. Join my SoBet community, like I said, with the top link in the link tree. And without further ado, I will see you on the next one.